On the far left, the button you see is, of course, it says reset, and that's to just reset your device. Think of your Boondock device is it's always on device. So there's no on off switch. You plug it in and it's on. And for whatever reason you want to reset it, just press the reset button and it will restart. If you're not sure about anything, you can just push the reset button. You cannot damage anything within Boondock Echo was just by pressing the reset button. It's just like a reset on your computer. The next one is the function button. A function button is meant for advanced users who want to put their own firmware. If you remember that we already have our firmware, our source code as an open source, and we are planning to publish the latest code as well. So you might want to take the source code and modify it on your own and make your own firmware. So that's when you use function button and then reset. Boondock Echo will go into a bootloader mode. It's like that's when you load a new firmware on technically an operating system for the device. Push to talk. The next one is very obvious. You push it and you talk on the microphone. And it also has some additional functions. And if you want to restart your Boondock Echo in offline mode means that you are outside, you know that you don't have any internet connection, you unplug your Boondock Echo, press and hold push to talk, and plug it in, and it will give you a beep which tells you that hey, something happened, and it starts in offline mode. It will create its own Wi-Fi network. Those who have already registered, they know that it creates a Wi-Fi network. You connect with your phone, and you'll get an interface which lets you access all your audio files, all the audio recordings. I'm talking about you are away from internet and your Boondock is recording audios. So you can play those audio files, download them, even transmit them. So there's a web interface that is used in offline mode. So moving on, previous and next button. I want to say that some of users are having issue with the previous and next button, and I'm also looking at it. We have a new firmware coming out uh, to potentially fix those issues that we are having. The pre So imagine you have your Boondock Echo sitting and recording audio files. You push the next button, and it will play the last unread message, last audio file that uh, you haven't played yet. So pushing next will keep on playing the next audio. It also tells you the time when the audio was received. So that's your next and previous function. If you want to listen to an audio again, push the previous button and it plays that audio again. If you want to listen to uh, all the audio files sequentially, you double tap on the next button and it will start playing all the audio files that it has in its memory. The same thing happens is if you double tap previous, it does the same thing. It will go to the beginning and it will play all the files in the memory. Right now it can hold up to 50 audio recordings in its memory. So when you play next, you can play up to 50 audio files. But if you want to go beyond 50 files, then you have to use the offline interface that I was talking about. The next is volume button. Volume, as it says, it has three functions. You tap it, then it will increase the volume by 10%. And you keep tapping it, it will keep increasing. And when it reaches 100%, it will cycle back to 10%. So that this lets you select the audio level and that you prefer. If you double tap the volume button, then it will mute or unmute itself. So if it's already the speaker is on, it will mute that. Double tap again, it will unmute. So it has also function. Um, Now, there is a special function which you need to press three buttons at a time. That is previous, next, and volume. We kept it like this so that you do not accidentally do it. Before you plug it in, if you hold these three buttons and then you plug it in, or you hold these three buttons and reset Boondock Echo, then just hold them for about 5 seconds and you will hear a beep. It will set all the defaults. Sometimes you are a little confused that I don't know what happened. It's not recording properly. Or maybe I set the volume too low. I'm not sure what's going on. You can hold all these buttons, reset it. It will set all the defaults. The good thing is it is intentional, that it will not delete your network configuration. So it will not forget your internet. So you don't have to reset the set the internet again. So that's special functions. So just to recap, each button you will find 2 to 3 functions: single tap, double tap, or press and hold. So volume button, if you press and hold, it will get the volume to maximum. Sometimes you don't want to go through 10 steps to get to 100%. You press and hold, volume become 100%. So you are sure that you are listening to the loudest audio possible. And um, similarly, as I talked about, push to talk has only one function: uh, push, talk, release, and it disconnects.